Hello, and welcome to a short guide on how to beat Slave Knight Gael in the Ringed City DLC for Dark Souls 3. Making this guide because it took me a long time to beat Slave Knight Gael, and I know he's a kind of a difficult fight, so there's a few tips for you here. The thing that I found that helped me remember how to beat him is just imagine that you're fighting your dad, okay? Imagine your dad, and you're having an argument, and he's gotten really angry at you, and now he's attempting to beat the shit out of you. So your dad has dad strength. He's really strong. He's gonna hurt you if he gets close to you. What advantages do you have? Your advantage is that you can run away while your dad is chasing you. Right? You're smaller, younger. You've got more stamina than he does. So run away during the first phase and wait for your opportunity to strike. You're like, this is mosquito strats. Okay? So you gotta wait for a few attacks that give you an opportunity. That one right there, that plunging attack, is a really good chance to get in one hit. 2 hits if you're feeling lucky, never go for 3. You have to dodge straight out of the way after the second hit if you go for 2 hits there, because he does follow up with a counter straight after that. So you'll see you dodge, run away, hit once, roll away, and then if I was, yeah, you just start running away and try and baiting out the plunging attack again. There's one other attack that's another good attack to get in some extra damage there, and I think that is this the charge attack where his sword glows red. I'll point it out when it happens. You can also stagger your dad. I mean, like, he's old, so don't forget that if your dad starts to stagger from being hit one too many times, then that's your opportunity to take a follow-up or heal up if you need to. But you really do want to be conserving your Estus as much as possible in phase 1 and phase 2. That charge attack there is another good opportunity. He has a really long wind down period after that, so you have a good chance to hit him there. So at around 66% you activate phase 2, where your dad is just like, you know what, I'm sorry son, I'm sorry I tried to hurt you, come in for a hug. And he's like, come in and hug. You're like, no, and he just tries to beat the shit out of you again. But it's good, because in this phase you want to be up close as much as possible, because he's attacking you with his sword now in a horizontal and a vertical fashion. There's a couple of other moves as well, like you just saw that hand crossbow that he spent ages working on in the garage, and he wanted to just show you, and then you're just like, Dad, I'm not interested in your stupid hand crossbows, okay? I've got other things going on in my life. Once again, he can also be staggered after taking a few hits. I've heard that ultra great swords are good for that. That spinny dash move, you just want to stay close to him and dodge into it. And like all dads, he wants to show you his record collection of music from when he was a teenager, and he thinks it's amazing. And you're like, no dad, I don't want to see it, but of course it will come back and hit you in the ass if you're not careful. Yeah, so the times to hit him during phase 2 are usually after this attack here, that straight plunging forward attack, and also he does a big slam down. So this is phase 3. He did it a bit early here for me, but it's around about 33%, where he'll get all like sad and go like, "Aw, Dad," but no, he's just being prepared to like activate his dad beast mode. And this phase, I honestly do not have that much advice for. It's the phase I've done the least, but I do know that those little humanity fireballs that come out and hit the ground, that's where lightning's gonna strike. So you have this huge arena. This is one of the biggest arenas I've ever seen for a boss fight in Dark Souls. And you use that to your advantage. Run away from him to heal, if you need to. He has to follow you. He does have one teleport attack, but if he starts to teleport towards you, I don't think he does that in this fight, because I was pretty close to him. But if he does teleport, like he disappears and reappears behind you pretty much. Just keep running, and you should be able to run that attack. So, kind of similar to Artorias, he has a slam attack where he jumps in the air and slams down. But it's not the same as Artorias because the attacks are different each time. But it's pretty much the same timing. So it's like a 1, 2, 3 where he'll slam into the ground. So he'll do like a big plunging attack that looks like you can hit him straight afterwards, but don't, because he's going for the 1, 2, 3, always. Always assume that he's going to have a follow-up to his combo, because he is very tricky in phase 3, and he wants to murder you. Yeah, he'll fly towards you with his cloak and everything. I didn't talk about the cloak, did I? Okay, so the cloak pretty much is an extension of his attacks. Whenever he'll attack, his cloak will follow and do extra damage to the area in front of it. So you kind of want to like over dodge, like to compensate for the cape. Once again, that forward thrust attack is a good time to hit him. after he does the spinny move thing is a trick. See there? He's gonna do like a combo after that. That's really, really bad of me to get down to such low HP. But, you know, at this point in the fight, I was like, oh my god, I've done this like 32 times. You know, I've got enough Estus left. I'm just gonna tank a few hits and try and get some extra damage in. Yeah, also when he does like his Artorias slammy thing, sometimes he shoots crossbow bolts out at you, which is really cool, but it's annoying because it's hard to dodge those, so you will probably take a little bit of damage. So it's always good to keep yourself topped up during this fight, and then eventually you'll win, and you'll be like, Jesus Christ, that took me 33 goes, and I managed to finally do it. Thank God I defeated my father in hand-to-hand combat. And yeah, that's Slave Knight Gael. I hope this was slightly helpful for anyone who's having trouble, and have a good one. Thank you very much for watching.